We have the opportunity of sitting here with Brent Dusing from TruPlay. You're the CEO and founder, correct?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so can you tell us a little bit about what is TruPlay?
TruPlay is a subscription service for kids and families. It's a really high quality entertainment platform for kids. It's got a ton of games, comics, videos, but everything we do is done with incredibly high quality. Everything that we do, though, also contains God's truth. So it's over 100 hours of content that we add all the time with great biblical games and videos and everything containing a fantastic Christian message.
That's excellent. Now, I understand this is values-driven messaging. So what does that mean to you? What kind of values are being shared?
Yeah, biblical values. So every piece of content we make is based on the Bible. So some of our games are Bible stories. We have Stained Glass. We have King David's Battles, where you play the story of King David from being a boy all the way to being a king. But we also have games that we've made called the Rimverse, where you might see a bunny rabbit in a tiger costume named Maple, and she's a Christian and she very much believes in God, but she's also headstrong. She's not always right, but never in doubt. It kind of charges into danger and finds that there's this evil queen who's corrupted the society, who's actually confiscated all the Bibles in their society, and they go on this grand adventure to find out the truth and uncover a lot of secrets. So the stories are told through the games, through the comics, through the videos, but everything that's done is done in a very relatable way where the characters are walking with their own journey with God.
That's excellent, and I've seen some clips of it. The graphics are phenomenal.
Thank you.
I could definitely see kids being drawn to it. And being drawn to media, that's what I want to talk about next.
Yeah.
So screen time is a big thing. And too much screen time can sometimes have negative effects on kids, primarily when they're watching content that is not affecting them in a positive way.
Yeah.
So what would you say about screen time as it relates to your product?
So the reality for American kids today is the average kid's on a screen over 50 hours a week.
Yeah.
And that's just the reality. And the majority of where kids are spending their time is actually on screens. As a result, not on screens, but on the screen time is on video games. So that's the reality, is that kids are spending their time playing games. They're playing Fortnite, they're playing Minecraft, they're playing Roblox. The challenge today is the messages they're getting, whether it's games or movies or music or social media, is a very, frankly, toxic environment. A lot of sexual content, a lot of demonic content, a lot of hyper-violent content, and where the things of God are almost, they're scorned. They're turned upside down, they're derided, they're made fun of, or they're ignored at all, or they're twisted. So our whole philosophy at TruPlay is we've got to build something that's phenomenal, something that's great, something that kids love. And if you look at our graphics, if you look at our artwork, if you look at the gameplay, we're finding our kids are enjoying our games as much or more than the top games in the App Store. We're seeing that in our statistics, and parents are loving playing it. We're seeing the average child, by the way, using TruPlay 90 minutes a week. So if you take your kid to church once a week, we can more than double your child's exposure to God's truth. And that's kind of our guarantee to parents, is every piece of content we make is going to contain God's truth. It's going to be based on biblical principles, and your kid will love it. We're not here to sell your kids something that they wouldn't want to use. We're here to provide something that they're excited about, that they're going to ask to play.
Yeah, that does make a difference.
Absolutely.
All right, so I heard you just say adults also like to play it. So I immediately think that this is a great way for adults to play with their kids.
Yes.
Because they're both enjoying this, and what a great way to connect now with your kids and something they enjoy doing.
Yes.
And also, that gives the opportunity to start talking about the biblical principles that they're learning in the game.
That's exactly right. We're finding a lot of parents are enjoying playing with their kids. The way that we write our stories, it is geared towards the child's audience, but like a lot of maybe your favorite animated movies where there's actually jokes there for the parents, right? And there's concepts that are fairly deep. In Maple in the Forest of Words, the main villain has confiscated all the Bibles in society, and there's been a big deterioration in the society because of it. That's something that a parent can help talk a child through. So what if we just got rid of the Bible? What if we lived in a country where the Bible was illegal?
Yeah.
What would the results of that be? And that's a conversation that a parent can help guide a child through. Or in our game King David's Battles, it's a story of King David in the Bible, but it's also a story about how a boy becomes a man. Now that's something that a parent can teach a child, but that I think we're doing a poor job of as a society.
I was just thinking that.
Right?
Yeah.
So there's touch points in there that a parent can come back on, about courage, about bravery, about trusting God, about using your strength to do what's best for the rest of the society, and that's something that kind of comes out in the King David's Battle story.
Yes, I love love that. Now, tell me, is it something where they can play interactively with others in their home,
no,
or is it?
So the way that TruPlay is designed today is there's no ads, there's no in-app purchases, there's no chat rooms. Right now, the experiences are single player. Now, over time, we will be building in more multiplayer experiences. But for today, we wanted to build TruPlay so that out of the box, everybody could have as much fun as possible, regardless of who else was there. As we grow over time, we'll add in more and more experiences because we release new content all the time. We just had a new game come out, Noah's Elephant in the Room. King David's Battles comes out in late March. We have a game that's actually about praise and worship that comes out in the spring, and then another game about Lucas, who's our skunk in the crocodile rocket suit that I showed you. His whole adventure game, which is a big spaceship game, that comes out in around the May-June timeframe. So we're releasing new content all the time, and we will have multiplayer experiences eventually.
Fantastic. I'm ready to play.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.